Okay. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Agajanana Padmarkam, Gajanana Maharnisham, Anekadam Tam Bhaktanam, Ekadantamupasmahe. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavati Me Sada Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथासम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः। गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनम् गीता सुगीता कर्तव्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्माद्विनिसृता भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्त्राद्विनिसृतं गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतमेको देवो देवकीपुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogibhirdhyanagambhyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaikanaatham Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutah Stunvanti Divyaihi Stavaihi Vedaihi Sangapadakramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः. Okay. So we were on page number 97. We were doing the Bhutakala, Lakara and the Kthvavatu with the Upasargas. Okay, so now you all, I hope, remember the difference between the Lan Lakara, the Bhutakala Lakara, and the Kthvavatu suffix, the Bhutakala Pratyaya, the past participle. So, and the past participle is a lot easier to use in Vyavahara, like in Sambhashana Samskritam, that is preferred. Why? Because it is easy. Because there is no Purusha Veda, Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha. In all these three, it will remain the same, but there is Linga Veda. And Vachana Bheda is also there. Vachana Bheda is there in both, in the Lan Lakara Bhutakala and the Kthvavatu Bhutakala. And even with the Upasargas, the Kthvavatu Pratyayanta is much easier because whatever the Kthvavatu form is of that dhatu, we can simply add the Upasarga. Whereas in the Lakara, in the Lan Lakara, the Bhutakala, with the Upasarga, what happens is, since all the Bhutakala forms have Akara in the beginning, Apathat, Apatatam, Apathan. In Lan Lakara, Parasmaipadi dhatu forms will be Apathat, Apatatam, Apathan, Apataha, Apatatam, Apatata, Apatam, Apatava, Apatama. So we have everywhere. Because of this if the Upasarga has a different swara at the end, then there will be a sandhi happening. So, it is not difficult, but it needs a little bit more, one more step to work through the sandhi. So the forms will be a little different. So we have to process all that when we are using the Lan Lakara, especially if a dhatu is used with Upasargas. Whereas for the Kthvavatu form, the past participle form, we can simply take the Kthvavatu form of the dhatu and use the prefix in the beginning. So there isn't that much sandhi process happening over there. For sandhi to happen, the condition should be suitable. We cannot simply make sandhi with anything. Sandhi happens only at certain combinations of letters, which we will be studying at a later level. It is not needed right now, but sandhi will happen only when the alphabets that come across with each other have, meet those conditions for the sandhi to happen. Only there it will happen. Otherwise, it will not. So in the Kthvavatu form, such conditions do not occur very frequently. So the sandhi will not be happening as much as in when the Lan Lakara is used with Upasargas. When the dhatus in the Lan Lakara are used with Upasargas, more sandhis are happening. So the forms get a little complicated. So in Vyavahara, it is easier for us to use the Kthvavatu forms, the past participle forms. And another reason is there is no Purusha Bheda. So that also makes it a little easy. So when we are communicating, we need not think, am I using this in Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha, and accordingly. We can simply use just based on Ekavachana, Dvivachana, Bahuvachana, and Strilinga or Pullinga. So for those reasons, Samskritha Bharathi people recommend Kthvavatu Pratyayanta for Bhutakala in conversational Samskritam. Of course, we will be studying the Lakara, Lan Lakara form also, because in our Kavyas, both are used. It is not like one form is more important or more better than the other form. Both have equal importance and equal weightage. One is not superior to the other or inferior to the other, but only in conversational Samskritam. That too, Samskritha Bharathi people recommend this. Why? Because it is a little easier to remember and apply. So that is one thing. So with the Upasargas, we have seen all the examples. We have seen examples with one Upasarga, more than one Upasarga as well, and how the meanings change. So one thing we have to remember again with Upasargas is a meaning of the dhatu can be enhanced with the usage of certain Upasargas. Sometimes Viparita Artha can be taken, means opposite meaning, like Gacchati, Agacchati. Nayati, Anayati. Nayati is to take over, like to carry on. Anayati is to bring, in that sense. And then, or sometimes the meaning can be simply different. It need not be enhancing the current meaning, or it need not be totally opposite in meaning. It can be simply different. Like Pranayati, Parinayati. Parinayati is to marry. Nayati is to carry, right? Carry or lead. Whereas Parinayati is to marry. But then again, if you look at a deeper sense, Parinayati, marrying, means you are leading the other person. You are like going along with them, right? It is a journey in itself. So if you try to connect the meanings in that way, of course, we can always do that. It is a good way to even remember the meanings of certain things if we make such connections, but they are not explicitly stated anywhere. It is only for our convenience. And then, and then sometimes parasmaipadi dhatus, upon addition of certain upasargas, will take the form of atmanepadi dhatus, and vice versa. Atmanepadi dhatus also can become parasmaipadi dhatus with certain upasargas, not with all upasargas. It does not happen every time. And then ubhayapadi dhatus can become only parasmaipadi or atmanepadi upon addition with certain upasargas. These are the important things that we need to remember regarding upasargas, prefixes. So we have one last exercise in this chapter on page number 97, fifth question. Upasarga yuktaihi kthavatu pratyayanta rupaihi pumlinge vakyani rachayita. So here we are asked to use the kthavatu pratyayanta only to write the complete form of the dhatu. The dhatu and the upasarga are given in the brackets on the right hand side. So let us see. Bhimaha Duryodhanam Gadaya, and we are given pra and hr dhatu. So we are asked to use the kthavatu. Means hr becomes hritavan, right? So here Bhimaha Duryodhanam Gadaya, what will it become?
Prahritavan.
Prahritavan. It is Hritavan. Harati. The Latlakara Prathama Purusha Ekavachana form is Harati. In Kthavatu Pratyayanta form, it becomes Hritavan. Prahritavan. Simply add the prefix. So first, put the prefix aside, take the dhatu, say out loud the Kthavatu form of it, and then simply add the prefix. So Prahritavan means striking. Okay. So Bhimaha Duryodhanam Gadaya Prahritavan, with his gada. Okay, he is striked. Krishnaha Geetam Upa Geetam, sorry, not Geetam, Geetam Upa and Dish.
Upadishavan.
Upadishtavan.
Upadishtavan.
Upadishtavan. Okay. So means Upadesham Karoti. Upadesham Karoti, Upadishati. This is the Latlakara form. In Kthavatu form, Dishtavan, Upadishtavan. Okay. Arjunaha Rathopasthe Upa plus Vish.
Upavishtavan.
Upavishtavan. Uttamam. Upavishati is the Latlakara form. Means to sit, right? Upavishati. In Kthavatu form, Upavishtavan. Arjunaha rathopasthe. Rathopasthe means rathopastaha. Upastaha. Rathaha and upastaha. In the inside of the chariot. This is a samasta padam. Means a compound word. Rathopasthe. In the middle of the chariot, Arjunaha upavishtavan. He sat. Moodaha devam manavam avagnya. Gnya is the dhatu. Ava is the upasarga.
Avajnanitavan. Avajnanitavan.
Jnanitavan by Jnatavan eva.
Jnatavan.
Jnatavan, Jnatavati. So Jnadhatu, Jnatavan. Jnanitavan na, Jnatavan eva. So Avajnatavan. Okay, so Jnatavan means to know. Janati is the Latlakara form. Jnatavan, Tavatu form means he knows. Okay, Avajnatavan also means to know. We can take it like that. But here, I'm wondering the meaning of the sentence, how it should be taken. Moodaha devam manavam avajnatavan. Moodaha bahuvachanam is there. So the kriyapadam also should be in bahuvachanam. So avajnatavantaha. Patitavan patitavantaha. So jnatavan jnatavantaha. Avajnatavantaha. It will be the word. So I'm wondering what the meaning of the sentence would be. So moodaha means murkhaha. Devam manavam. Avajnatavantaha. So I'm thinking they are the moodaha, the murkha janaha are thinking of the deva also as manavas. That is what I feel the meaning of the sentence is. Does it make any sense to any of you? The meaning of this sentence?
I too felt the same. Whatever you said, I felt it's correct.
So they won't know the difference between Deva and Manava.
Deva and Manushya.
So maybe the Jnani, how does he look? He looks at Manava and looks at him as Deva, right? We look at the Daivatvam in every Manava, like a more wise person. But whereas a Murkha Janaha, he won't recognize the Daivatvam in the Manavas. Maybe that is what the sentence is trying to convey. Okay, and then the next sentence, Bhagavan Yogam Pra and Bru Dhatu. Bru Dhatu is like Vad Dhatu, Vadati. So Braviti is there in Parasmaipadi, Brute is there in Atmanepadi. Two forms are there for this Dhatu. But in Savatu form, we only have Proktavan. Pra Uptavan, Proktavan it becomes. Okay, occasionally the sandhi happens. Here, pra is the upasarga. For the bru dhatu, the savatu form is uktavan. So pra plus uktavan, a plus u, o it becomes. Guna sandhi happens. So proktavan. So occasionally sandhis happen, but not all the time. Whereas in Lanlakara, sandhi happens at for every kriyapadam. Why? Because we have a at the beginning of the lan lakara forms of the dhatus. We have a. So compulsory sandhi will be there. Whereas here only when there is when the situation demands, the sandhi happens. So pra plus uktavan proktavan. So Bhagavan yogam proktavan. So yogam is what the Bhagavan preached. Okay. Yogam means like union with the ultimate supreme power. And then Shishyaha Gurum pra plus ni plus pat. Pat dhatu is patati. In Latlakara Ekavachanam, it is patati. In Savavatu form, patitavan. Okay. So pra plus ni plus patitavan.
Pranipatitavan.
Pranipatitavan. But when you join them together, we have to make the ni as ana.
Na.
As a separate prefix, it is regular na. But once it is joining with pra, since we have rakara here, and for the reasons that we discussed in the previous class, the nakara becomes ana. So pranipatitavan, it becomes pranipatitavan. Means pranipatitavan, you remember, like prostrating, like we lying on the ground with the face facing the ground when we are saluting the deities. So
Sashtanga Namaskar.
Sashtanga Namaskara. Shishyaha Gurum Pranipatitavan. Munihi Sayujyam Sam Ava and Ap. Ap is the dhatu here. Ap means apnoti, means like prapnoti, means like obtaining. Okay? Like obtaining. So samavapnoti will be the latlakara form. Samavapnoti, samavaptavan. Samavaptavan will be the savatu form. Munihi sayujyam samavaptavan. Samavaptavan is also, the meaning wise, it is still the same, to obtain only. What is the Muni obtaining? Sayujyam. Sayujyam also means union. Okay, so the Muni is obtaining the union with the ultimate source. And then we have Gunaha Dehinam Dehe Ni and Bandh Dhatu. So Bandh Dhatu will become Baddhavan. Baddhavan in Savatu form. Ekavachanam. Bahuvachanam Baddhavantaha. Here Gunaha. Bahuvachanam is there. So Gunaha Baddhavantaha. The qualities will tie. What will they tie? Dehinam Dehe Nibaddhavantaha. Means Dehinam Dehinaha. Means he who has a body is Dehinaha. Means Atma. Atma has a body, right? As long as we are in this body, it has a body. So Dehinaha is nothing but Atma, that which has a body. Dehe. So this Atma is tied up in this body. Dehe nibaddhavantaha. By what? By the gunas, by the qualities of whatever qualities that a person can have. Because of those gunas, we are tied to this body. We can look at it as, so the gunas are the ones that tie the Atma to the body. So that is why we have to practice detachment. So, and what are these gunas? Gunas can be good gunas or bad gunas. Like even good gunas can tie you up, like love, having that attachment with our family, children, parents, siblings. It need not be only the negative gunas. Even the positive gunas will tie us up. Those bandhas will be there. As long as the bandhas are there, the Atma is not free. And it can only become free once it is detached. Whether it is positive qualities or negative qualities, we have to be detached completely. Only then Atma will be free and liberated. So, gunaha dehinam dehe nibaddhavantaha. So, the gunas will tie the Atma to the body. In the body, dehe, it is in Saptami. So, in the body, it ties it up. So, that is with the Upasargas. Okay. So, did any of you get a chance to work through the Upasargas like how I asked last week? With all the starting from page number 90, I think. Like for each Kriya Padam, Agachati. So we thought we'll do the Lanlakara form and Savatu form also in Ekavachana and Bahuvachana. I think that is what we discussed, right? Did anybody get a chance to work through those that exercise?
A little bit, Bhagini.
Okay.
To an extent.
Okay, good. So the more frequently we work through it, that practice will be there. So when we want to speak or when we want to write, then the words will come with ease. Otherwise, we'll have to think, what is that word, that I want to use here? That struggle will be there. Only for that reason, this exercise will help. Okay. So now we are the next lesson, page number 98, lesson 25, Dvitiya Vibhakti. So we have seen Shashti Vibhakti, we have seen, and then we have also seen Saptami Vibhakti, right? We have seen Saptami Vibhakti also. And now we are doing Dvitiya Vibhakti. So Shashti Vibhakti, possession, what belongs to what, and what we have, what we possess. That is what we use to represent that. We use Shashti Vibhakti. And then Saptami Vibhakti we use to indicate the location. Location or time or Vishayadhikarana also. So that is when we use Saptami Vibhakti. So now Dvitiya Vibhakti. Dvitiya Vibhakti is actually more commonly used. Every place we come across Dvitiya Vibhakti a lot. So let us see. Now, for every Vibhakti, there will be at least one case which is very commonly used. We use that Vibhakti in that case very commonly. And then there will be some other special cases where we use that Vibhakti. So first, you always try to remember that basic rule for each Vibhakti. Like for Shashti Vibhakti, possessive case, right? Ramasya pita Dasharatha, Dasharathasya putraha Ramaha, Ramasya patni Sita, Sitayaha patihi Ramaha. So the relation. One is we use Shashti Vibhakti to indicate the relation, and then possession. Ramasya dvau putrau staha. He has 2 sons. Dasharathasya chatvaraha putraha santi. Dasharatha has 4 sons. Like that, what they possess. And then there are other places where we use Shashti Vibhakti. Those we can slowly, memorize. But whenever Vibhakti comes to your mind, you should remember where it is most commonly used, and then slowly the other cases where we use that Vibhakti. Similarly, the Adhikarana, the Saptami Vibhakti, we use it in Adhikarana. Kaladhikarana or Deshadhikarana or Vishayadhikarana. Kaladhikarana and Deshadhikarana are more commonly used. Vishayadhikarana, you see in certain places we come across that also. But Deshadhikarana and Kaladhikarana are more commonly seen when it comes to Saptami Vibhakti. So that at least you should get it more easily. The ones that are more commonly used, we should get more easily. The special cases, slowly you can master. And then now with Dvitiya Vibhakti. Dvitiya Vibhakti. So let us discuss about the grammar structure. In a sentence, we have subject, object, and a Kriyapadam, right? Any sentence will have this subject, object, and Kriyapadam. Subject and Kriyapadam are even more. Kartrupadam and Kriyapadam. In a Kartari Prayoga. In a sentence can be in Kartari Prayoga, Karmani Prayoga, or Bhave Prayoga. In English, these are called active voice, passive voice, and impersonal voice. Okay? Active voice is what we use more commonly, right? Rama killed Ravana. Rama eats a fruit. Rama reads a story. So these are all sentences in active voice. How does passive voice look? Ravana was killed by Rama. The fruit was eaten by Rama. The story is read by Rama. Like this. Okay, that is passive voice. We use active voice more commonly. So the first level is all completely based on active voice only. Passive voice, we'll deal with it in the second level. But passive voice is also equally important in Samskritam. Though in English or Telugu or in other Indian languages, passive voice is not used as much as active voice. In Samskritam, passive voice is used very commonly. Even in conversational Samskritam also, passive voice is used a lot. So don't, take it easily, the passive voice. When we get there, we have to equally put some weightage on learning the passive voice also. Why? Because most of the shlokas also use passive voice occasionally. And in conversational Sanskritam also, passive voice is commonly used. Okay. So coming back in Kartari Prayoga. So in Sanskritam, these are called Kartari Prayoga, means active voice. Karmani Prayoga, passive voice. Bhave Prayoga, impersonal voice. So in Kartari Prayoga, as the name suggests, Karta is important. So in Kartari Prayoga, the Kartrupadam and Kriyapadam are very important. The Karmapadam is optional. So a sentence can still be complete without the Karmapadam. Rama eats. The boy reads. Okay. The dancer dances. So all these are considered complete sentences because they have the Kartrupadam, the subject, and the Kriyapadam, the verb. Now the subject always, the verb always indicates what the subject is doing, or by whomever that Kriya is done, that is called the Kartrupadam. So Karta and Kriya. Now this Kriya will be done on something, right? Now when Rama reads, he is reading a poem or he is reading a story. When Rama eats, he is eating something like a fruit or some bhojanam, or there is an object that he is eating. Whatever it is, that will be called the object, that will be called the karma padam, because on that the action is being done. So whatever thing the action is being done, that is called the karma padam. Say for example, Ramaha pashyati, Rama sees. Ramaha kam pashyati, whom is he seeing? Ramaha Lakshmanam pashyati, or Ramaha Sitam pashyati. So his action of seeing is on Lakshmana or on Sita. So here Sita becomes the karma padam and Lakshmana becomes the karma padam. So on whatever object or person or whatever on which that action is being done, that will be called the karma padam in Sanskritam. In English, that will become the object of the sentence. So subject, object, and verb. Kartrupadam, karmapadam, kriyapadam. Now this object should be in Dvitiya Vibhakti always in Kartari Prayoga. As long as the sentence is in active voice, the karmapadam should be in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Okay. So what are the forms in Dvitiya Vibhakti? For example, Ramaha Shabda. In Prathama Vibhakti, it is Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha. Prathama Vibhakti. In Shashti Vibhakti, we studied it as Ramasya, Ramayoho, Ramanam. In Shashti Vibhakti. In Saptami Vibhakti, we studied the same Rama Shabda as Rame, Ramayoho, Rameshu. Like that, in each Vibhakti, the Shabda takes a certain form. So in Dvitiya Vibhakti, it becomes Ramam, Ramau, Raman. So the Dvivachanam is the same, Ramau. Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha. Ramam, Ramau, Raman. Nakaranta. Okay. So the Dvivachanam is same, Ramau, Ramau. But Ekavachanam is suffixed with Makara, Ramam. And Bahuvachanam, Raman. This is for Rama Shabda. For Sita Shabda. Sita, Site, Sitaha, Prathama Vibhakti. Dvitiya Vibhakti, Sitam, Site, Sitaha. So the Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam will remain the same. Site, Sitaha. For Akaranta Strilinga Shabda, the Dvivachana and the Bahuvachana of Prathama Vibhakti and Dvitiya Vibhakti will remain the same. Only the Ekavachana will change. In Prathama Vibhakti, it is Sita. In Dvitiya Vibhakti, it is Sitam. Makara is added. For most of the Dvitiya Vibhaktis, Prathama Ekavachana form, Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachana form, for most of the Shabdas, they only have the Makara. Okay, at the end. The Shabda will have a Makara at the end. So Ramaha becomes Ramam. Sita, Sitam. Gauri, Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda. Gauri, Gauryau, Gauryaha. This is Prathama Vibhakti. In Dvitiya Vibhakti, Gaurim, Gauryau, Gaurihi. Okay, the Dvivachanam is still the same. The Bahuvachanam will be Gaurihi. Okay. And then Vanam Shabda. Akaranta Napumsakalinga. Vanam, Vane, Vanani. Prathama Vibhakti. Dvitiya Vibhakti also will be the same. Vanam, Vane, Vanani. Napumsakalinga Shabdam. In Napumsakalinga, whichever Shabda you go, Akaranta Napumsaka, Ikaranta Napumsaka, Ukaranta Napumsaka, whichever Shabda you go, the Prathama and Dvitiya will always be the same for Napumsakalinga Shabdas. Okay? For Napumsakalinga, the Prathama Vibhakti and Dvitiya Vibhakti will be exactly the same, whether it is Akaranta Napumsaka, Ikaranta Napumsaka, or Ukaranta Napumsaka. Okay? So, Vanam, Vane, Vanani, Vanam, Vane, Vanani. Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha, Ramam, Ramau, Raman. Sita, Site, Sitaha, Sitam, Site, Sitaha. Gauri, Gauryau, Gauryaha. Gauri, Gaurim, Gauryau, Gaurihi. Okay, like that. These are the basic Shabdas. Of course, we still have Ikaranta Pumlinga, Ukaranta Pumlinga, Ikaranta Strilinga, Matihi Shabda. All these are there. We'll come to them slowly. So, the Karma Padam will always be in Dvitiya Vibhakti. It is optional. In a Kartari Prayoga Vakyam, Karma Padam is optional. You need not have it. But if it is there, we have to if it is there, we have to put it in Dvitiya Vibhakti. That you remember. So, Ramaha Sitam Pashyati. Ramaha Lakshmanam Pruchati. Rama asked Lakshmana. Okay. Guruhu Shishyam Pruchati. The Guru asked the student. Mata Putram Vadati. The mother spoke to the son. Okay. So, that is how it is. Now, let us look at these examples that are given here. Krishnaha asti. Okay. Panchajanyaha asti. So, Panchajanyaha is the conch of Krishna. Krishnaha Panchajanyam dhamati. Dhamati is to blow. So, Krishnaha blew the conch. Which conch? The conch is Panchajanyaha. So, Panchajanyam. Akaranta Pumlinga Shabda like Rama Shabda. Panchajanyam dhamati. Bhishmaha Sena Nayati. So, Sena, Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. So, Bhishmaha Senam Nayati. He led the army. What did he lead? He led the army. So, Sena will become the object. That is why it has to be in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Senam, Sita, Sitam, Sena, Senam. Krishnaha Vamshi. Vamshi is flute. So, Ikaranta Strilinga, Vamshi. In Dvitiya Vibhakti, it will become Vamshim. So, Krishnaha Vamshim Vadayati. Vadayati means to play an instrument. When an instrument is being played, we use the word Vadayati. Okay. Saraswati Veenam Vadayati. Like that. Okay. Whichever instrument is being played, we use the word Vadayati. Okay. Now, let us look other sentences. Sarathihi Ratham Chalayati. Sarathihi means the charioteer is driving the Ratha. Rataha. Ratham. Sajjanaha Gunam Pashyati. Okay. Sajjanaha Gunam. Gunaha. Gunam Pashyati. So, Sajjanaha, good person, always looks at the qualities in the other person. Yogi Indriya Nigraham Karoti. Indriya Nigraha. We can say it will become Indriya Nigraham Karoti. Kim Karoti? Indriya Nigraham Karoti. So that action of doing is happening on this Indriya Nigraham. So that will become the Karma Padam. Krodhaha Sammoham Janayati. Sammoham. Moham means illusion. Some is Upasarga. It only enhances the meaning of the dhatu. So Krodhaha Sammoham Janayati. Janayati means produces or makes. So illusion, creates. So Krodhaha creates illusion. Illusion in the sense it can be anything. Because we are angry, we think things that are not true. In that anger, we misunderstand the other person, whatever they said. Because we are already angry, we take sometimes viparitha artha for those things. So that is how the illusion is created. Ekalavyah guroh murtim archati. Murtihi. Dvitiya vibhakti murtim. This is ikaranta pumlinga shabda, like harihi. So harihi will become harim. So Ekalavyah guroho murtim. Guruhu is prathama vibhakti ekavachana. Guroho shashti vibhakti ekavachana. Guroho murtim. Guru's murti means that picture or form. Archati. He worshipped. Buddhiman krodham tyajati. Buddhiman means a wise person. What does he do? Tyajati. Kim tyajati? Krodham tyajati. Gopikaha akruram pruchanti. Kruraha means a person who is kruraha, who is cruel. Akruraha, he who is not cruel, he who is gentle, you can say, or soft, or compassionate, however. So Gopikaha akruram pruchanti. Pruchanti, they asked. Whom did they ask? Akruram. They asked somebody who is a gentle person, who is a nice person. Krishnaha bhaktim ichchati. Bhaktihi. Okay, ikaranta shabda. So bhaktim ichchati. Krishna likes bhakti. Bhaktaha devam namati. Devaha. Akaranta pumlinga shabda. Devam namati. Kam namati, devam namati. That action of namaskara is being done to the god. So devam. But if you use namaha, the word namaha instead of namati, then we have to use chaturthi vibhakti, which we haven't done yet. When we get there, we will do, but I'm just mentioning because this namati is there. Namati is a kriya padam, which when used, we use dvitiya vibhakti. So bhaktaha devam namati. But devaya namaha, we say, okay, devaya namaha, ramaya namaha, devyai namaha, like that. So that application is a little different. Though both mean offering our salutations, there is a little difference in how we are representing the same. So when the word namaha is used, to whomever the namaskaram is being offered, that should be in chaturthi vibhakti, which is a different vibhakti. We'll come to that later. But if we use the latlakara form namati, then we use any lakara form. When we use, then the object of that action will be in dvitiya vibhakti. So devam namati. Balakaha Geetam patati. Geeta akaranta strilinga shabda. So in dvitiya vibhakti Geetam. So the boy reads the Geeta. Okay. And here I would like to tell one other thing. You don't have to worry too much about it, but just listen and leave it at that. The Kriya Padams are of two types, Sakarmaka Kriya Padam and Akarmaka Kriya Padam. So what does Sakarmaka mean? Sakarmaka, Karma Padam. We have discussed what a Karma Padam is. It is an object, means on which the action can be done. So Ramaha patati. Ramaha kim patati? Pustakam patati, shlokam patati, Geetam patati. So there are so many things that Rama can read. That action of reading can be done on any of these. So there is an object associated with that Kriya Padam, right? So that Kriya Padam is called Sakarmaka Kriya Padam because that action can be done on certain objects. So Ramaha khadati. Ramaha kim khadati? Phalam khadati. Bhojanam khadati. Annam khadati. Kshirannam khadati. Mishtakam khadati. Modakam khadati. These are all the objects on which that action of khadati can be done. So khadati is also a sakarmaka kriyapadam. It has an object associated with it. Okay. Similarly, namati. Shishyaha gurum namati. Bhaktaha devam namati. Putraha mataram namati. Anujaha agrajam namati. The younger brother salutes the elder brother. Like this. So this action of namati can be done on so many people. So that is also a sakarmaka kriyapadam. It has karma padams associated with it. Okay. And then, so like this. So, chalayati means to drive. Kim chalayati, ratham chalayati, karyanam chalayati means to drive, right? And so on. Yanam chalayati, and so on. Pashyati, kam pashyati, pushpam pashyati, ramam pashyati, devam pashyati. So again, the action of seeing can also be done on so many objects. So that also is a sakarmaka kriyapadam. Now let us look at hasati. Ramaha hasati. Ramaha kim hasati or kam hasati? Does it make sense? If I ask a question like that, it doesn't make sense. If I say Ramaha kimartham hasati, why did he laugh? Then you have an answer for that. But if I say what did he laugh? Can that action be done on something? No. Why he laughed? Of course, there is a reason. That is a different thing. But that action of laughing cannot be done on any object. So there is no object associated with hasati. So hasati will become akarmaka kriyapadam. It does not have an object associated with it. In English, these are called transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Transitive verbs are sakarmaka kriyapadam and intransitive verbs are akarmaka kriyapadam. So hasati, what else are there? What are the other kriyapadams? Rodati, and then hasati, rodati, any dhavati, upavishati, tishtati, all these actions done by us, like sitting, standing, crying, laughing, bathing, all such actions are akarmaka kriyapadani. They don't have a object associated with them. That is why they are called akarmaka kriyapadam. Now, when such kriyapadams are used, there will be no object associated with it. So there is no question of dvitiya vibhakti in for such kriyapadams. So that you have to recognize. When a kriyapadam is given, we should be able to recognize if it is a sakarmaka kriyapadam or akarmaka kriyapadam. Okay? And only sakarmaka kriyapadams will come under will be in dvitiya vibhakti. For akarmaka kriyapadams, there is no object associated with it, so we will not have the question of object in that sentence. A sentence which uses akarmaka kriyapadams are called bhave prayoga or impersonal voice. So earlier I was telling you, a sentence can be either in kartari prayoga, karmani prayoga, or bhave prayoga, right? So in kartari prayoga, we have discussed. Karmani prayoga we'll discuss later. In karmani prayoga, the karma padam will be very important. Rather than the kartru padam, the karma padam takes more importance. And then bhave prayoga. In bhave prayoga, basically, what it means is those sentences include only the akarmaka kriyapadani. Only such sentences are labeled as bhave prayoga. Okay, so we'll come to karmani and bhave prayoga later on. It is not important right now, but for you to have a basic understanding of the types of sentences, I just mentioned this. So it is okay if you don't remember karmani and bhave prayoga as of now. Slowly, when we get to those parts, then it is fine. But for you to you need to know that a kriyapadam can be sakarmaka kriyapadam or akarmaka kriyapadam. For that, I mainly told this. So how do you recognize when a kriyapadam is given to you? How do you recognize if it is sakarmaka or akarmaka? You ask this question, what? So Rama reads, what did he read? And if you are able to give some answers like, oh, he read a book, he read a poem, he read a story, he read a grantha, he read Geetha, some answer you are able to give, then it is sakarmaka. What did he eat? What did he write? What did he see? What did he listen? He listened to some music. He listened to some story. Like this. What did he laugh? You have to use the word what, not why. What did he laugh? Can you answer that? No. What did he laugh? There is no answer for that. What did he stand? What did he sit? What did he run? What did he cry? There are no answers. That question does not make sense. Then you know that that Kriyapadam is Akarmaka Kriyapadam. So use the word what associated with that Kriyapadam. And if you get an answer, it is Sakarmaka Kriyapadam. If you do not get an answer, it is Akarmaka Kriyapadam. So that is how we distinguish, when we are trying to figure out if a Kriyapadam is Akarmaka or Sakarmaka. This is one basic rule that we can follow. But basically things that we do on self, like laughing, crying, bathing, sitting, standing, running, all these, falling, all these come under Akarmaka Kriyapadam. So basically that if we are able to remember, that is fine. And Sakarmaka Kriyapadams always have objects associated with it. And the object, once that object is mentioned, it has to be in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So that is one thing. And then now here we have the basic forms of Dvitiya Vibhakti of Akaranta Pumlinga, Akaranta Strilinga, and Ikaranta Strilinga. So Balakaha will become Balakam, Balakau, Balakan, like Ramam, Ramau, Raman. Balika will become Balikam, Balike, Balikah. And then Lekhani, Ikaranta Strilinga Shabdam, like Gauri Shabdam, Lekhanim, Lekhanyau, Lekhanihi. Okay, Dirgha Ikara will be there in the Bahuvachana. Lekhanim, Lekhanyau, Lekhanihi with Visarga. So, and then here we have Koshtakadharena Dvitiya Vibhaktim Prayujya Vakyani Purayata. So, Chatraha Patati. Chatraha Kim Patati Patham Patati. As it is the object, we have to put it in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Chatraha Pathau Patati. Now in Dvivachanam it is the same. The Dvitiya Vibhakti is the same. So Chatraha Pathau Patati will remain like that only. Chatraha Pathaha will become Pathan. Pathan Patati. Huh? Bhagini, you were asking something? Okay. So Pathaha, Pathau, Pathaha, Prathama Vibhakti, Dvitiya Vibhakti, Patham, Pathau, Pathan. So Pathau will remain the same in Prathama and Dvitiya. So how will we recognize whether it is in Prathama or Dvitiya? By the application. Say for example, I say Pathau Staha. If I say Pathau Staha, means 2 lessons are there. Here Pathau, is it in Prathama Vibhakti or Dvitiya Vibhakti? Anyone?
Pataha is Patham is Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Say that again. Pathau Staha. That is the sentence. In this sentence, Pathau, is it in Prathama Vibhakti or Dvitiya Vibhakti?
Prathama Vibhakti, Bhagini.
Prathama Vibhakti. Pramila Bhagini, you were saying something I didn't understand.
I heard that Pataha Patam. I heard because of some internet problem, I heard like that.
Okay. So when I say Pathau Staha, means like Balakau Staha, 2 boys are there. Like that Pathau Staha, 2 lessons are there. Okay. Here Pathau is in Prathama Vibhakti. Here it is the subject. Okay. Like Balakaha Asti, Balakau Staha, Balakaha Santi. Like that Pataha Asti, 1 lesson is there. Pathau Staha, Pathaha Santi. Like that. So here Pathau is in Prathama Vibhakti. Now if I say Balakaha Pathau Patati, here Pathau is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Why? Because the lessons are being read by the boy. So here the action is being done on that lessons. So that will become the Karma Padam. So based on the sentence, we should be able to identify whether Pathau is in Prathama Vibhakti or Dvitiya Vibhakti. But the form is the same, both in Prathama and Dvitiya, it is Pathau only. Only based on the context, we will identify whether it is in Prathama Vibhakti or Dvitiya Vibhakti. Okay. So Sampadakau Patrikam Preshayataha. Sampadakau Dvivachanam. Like Balakau, Sampadakau. Sampadakau means editor, right? Preshayataha. Preshayati means to send. Preshayati, Preshayataha, Preshayanti. Like Pathati, Pathataha, Pathanti. So, because we are using in Dvivachanam, Sampadakau, Preshayataha is also in Dvivachanam. We remember that the verb Kriyapadam always follows the Kartrupadam in Vachana, Linga and Purusha. Okay, Prathama Purusha Kartrupadam will always have Prathama Purusha Kriyapadam and so on. Now, Sampadakau Preshayataha. The two editors have sent. What did they send? Patrikam. Okay, Patrika means magazine. Dina Patrika means daily, like newspaper. Vara Patrika means weekly. Masa Patrika monthly, like that. Patrika means magazine. So, Sampadakau Patrikam Preshayataha. Sampadakau Patrike Preshayataha. Patrika Akaranta Strilinga Shabdam like Sita. Sita, Site, Sitaha. Sitam, Site, Sitaha. Dvivachana and Bahuvachana are the same. Only the Ekavachana changes. So, Sampadakau Patrikam Preshayataha. Sampadakau Patrike Preshayataha. Sampadakau Patrikaha Preshayataha. Okay. So, Patrikaha will remain the same. Okay, only based on the context we'll understand here Patrikaha is used in Dvitiya Vibhakti and not Prathama Vibhakti. If I say Patrikaha Santi, the magazines are there. There Patrikaha is in Prathama Vibhakti. But if I say Sita Patrikaha Preshayati, Sita sent the magazines. So there Patrikaha will be in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Okay, so like that, based on the context, we will understand whether a word is in Prathama Vibhakti or Dvitiya Vibhakti if they have the same form. Next, Vayam Ghati Krinimaha. Vayam Krinimaha. We are buying. What are we buying? Ghatim, clock, okay, or watch. Vayam Ghatim Krinimaha. Vayam Ghatyau Krinimaha. Vayam Ghatyaha is in Bahuvachanam. So, Ghatihi. This is like Ikaranta Nadi Shabda. Nadi, Nadyau, Nadyaha. Nadim, Nadyau, Nadihi. Like Lekhanim, Lekhanyau, Lekhanihi. Gauri, Gauryau, Gaurihi. Gauryaha in Prathama Vibhakti. Dvitiya Vibhakti, Gaurim, Gauryau, Gaurihi. So, Ghatihi. So, Vayam Ghatim Krinimaha. Okay. So, Vayam Ghatim Krinimaha. Vayam Ghatyau Krinimaha. Vayam Ghatihi Krinimaha. We bought the watches or we are buying the watches. Naika Pushpam Jigrati. Jigrati means to smell. Naika Pushpam Jigrati. This is Napumsakalingam. Pushpam, Pushpe, Pushpani. In Dvitiya Vibhakti also it is the same. Pushpam, Pushpe, Pushpani. So, Naika Pushpam Jigrati. Naika Pushpe Jigrati. Naika Pushpani Jigrati. So, it is the same. They will remain the same. No difference. So, Akaranta Pumlinga, Akaranta Strilinga, Ikaranta Strilinga and Akaranta Napumsakalinga we did so far. And then the second exercise. Here some forms are given. Basically, the words are given in the Dvitiya Vibhakti forms. Some are given, some we need to write. So let us see. Sauchikaha means tailor. Sauchikaha. Suchika means needle. Suchika. He who uses Suchika, Sauchikaha. So he becomes the tailor. Okay. Sauchikam, Sauchikau, Sauchikan. So this is like Akaranta Rama Shabda. Akaranta Pumlinga Rama Shabda. So Sauchikam, Sauchikau, Sauchikan. Vishayaha, Vishayam, Vishayau, Vishayan. Dandadeepaha. Bhavana Bhagini, would you like to try? Dandadeepaha.
Dandadipam, Dandadipa, Dandadipam, Dandadipau, Dandadipakaha.
Deepan.
Deepan.
Dandadeepan. Okay. And then Ikaranta Pumlinga Shabdaha. Munihi. Munim, Muni, Munin. Okay. So let us look at Senapatihi. Senapatihi will become Senapatim, Senapati, Senapatin. Okay. Pramila Bhagini, would you like to try Harihi Shabda?
Bhagini. Senapati Harihi.
Harihi Shabda.
Harim, Hari, Harim.
What is the Ekavachanam?
Harim.
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 The Ikaranta should be short.
Short.
Okay, Harim.
Harim.
If you say Harim, it will become wrong. So Harim, Hari,
Harim.
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 Uttamam. Anantaram Suchitra Bhagini, Atithihi. Is that Suchitra Bhagini that says iPhone? Guest? There is somebody with an ID iPhone guest. Is that Suchitra Bhagini or somebody?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to try Atithihi?
Aditim. Aditi. Aditin.
Adhitin.
Aditin.
Again, the pronunciation was not clear. Can you repeat once again?
Aditin. Aditim. Aditi. Aditin.
Okay. Adhitim, Adhithi, Adhithin. Okay. Adhitihi means guest. And then Ukaranta Pumlinga. Venuhu. Venum, Venu, Venun. Okay. So Shatruhu. Rajendran Mahodaya, would you like to try Shatruhu?
Bhagini. Shatrum, Shatru, Shatrun.
Uttamam. Pashuhu also?
Yeah. Pasum, Pasu, Pasun.
Uttamam. Dhanyavada. Anantaram Vishwanath Mahodaya. Asuhu.
Asu, Asum, Asun, Asun, Asun.
Asu, Asum, Asu, Asun. Okay. Okay. And then the next one also, Vayuhu.
Vayuhu, Vayum, Vayum, Vayun, Vayun.
Punaha, once more.
Vayum, Vayu, Vayun.
Correct. Vayum, Vayu, Vayun. Okay. And then Jnata. Jnata is Rikaranta. Okay. Like Pita. So Jnata, Jnataram, Jnatarau, Jnatrun. Okay. So Karta. What does Karta become? Kartaram, Kartarau, Kartrun. In Dvitiya Vibhakti, that is what it will become. Kartaram, Kartarau, Kartrun. And then Srashta. Srashta means creator, like Srushtikarta. The Pratipadikam will be Srashtru, like Pitru. For Pita, it is Pitru. Karta, it is Kartru. Jnata, it is Jnatru. Like that for Srashta, it is Srashtru. So Srashta is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana form. So Srashtaram, Srashtarau, Srashtrun. Okay, Harta. Harta means he who robs, like the Hru Dhatu. From the Hru Dhatu only this also has come. Hartru will be the Pratipadikam. Hartru. Okay. The Dvitiya Vibhakti forms will be Hartaram, Hartarau, Hartrun. Okay. Harta means he who robs, a robber. Okay. Then Shatika. Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. Shatikam, Shatike, Shatikah. Paricharika. Bhavana Bhagini? Paricharika.
Paricharikam, Paricharike, Paricharikaha.
Vidya also.
Vidyam, Vidya Karantas. Vidyam, Vidye, Vidyaha.
Uttamam. Uttamam. Anantaram Nitihi. Ikaranta Strilinga Shabdaha. Nitihi. Like Matihi. Nitim, Niti, Nitihi. Okay. Shrutihi. Pramila Bhagini?
Srutihi, Srutim, Sruti, Srutihi.
Uttamam. And then Mushtihi. Mushtihi also you tell.
Mushtihi, Mushtim, Mushti, Mushtihi.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadah. Anantaram Rajendran Mahodaya Siddhihi.
Siddhim, Siddhi, Siddhihi. Paddhatihi. Paddadim, Paddati, Paddatihi.
Uttamam. Anantaram Vishwanath Mahodaya Gatihi. Mahodaya?
Coming, madam. I'm letting you mute and again coming back.
Yeah. No worries. Gatihi.
Gati, Gatim, Gati, Gati.
Again.
Gatihi, Gatim, Gati, 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 Gati.
Gatihi. The Ekavachana you used Ikaranta Shabda. Gatim.
Gatim.
That short Ikara only we have to use. Gatim, Gati, Gatihi.
Okay.
Matihi. What will Matihi become?
Mati, Matim, Mati, Matihi.
That's all. And then Brahmi. Brahmin, this is Ikaranta, like Nadi Shabda. So Brahmi becomes Brahmin, Brahmyau, Brahmihi, like Nadi, Nadyau, Nadyah is Prathama Vibhakti, Nadim, Nadyau, Nadihi. Like that, Brahmi, Brahmin, Brahmyau, Brahmihi. Nari. Bhavana Bhagini?
Narim, Naryau, Narihi.
Vani.
Vanim, Vanyau, Vanihi.
Yes. Then Pushpam. It is Napumsaka. Pushpam, Pushpe, Pushpani. Okay, in Dvitiya Vibhakti also it is the same. Pramila Bhagini? Vrijinam.
Vrijinam, Vrijine, Vrijini.
Vrijinani.
Vrijinani.
Okay. And then we have Vari. Vari is Ikaranta Napumsakalinga Shabda. So Vari. Vari, Varini, Varini. Like I said, in Napumsakalinga, Prathama Vibhakti and Dvitiya Vibhakti will be the same, irrespective of which anta they are, whether it is Akaranta, Ikaranta, anything. So Vari, Ikaranta Napumsakalinga Shabda. In Dvitiya Vibhakti also it will be Vari, Varini, Varini. Okay. Now let us look at the third exercise.
Yes. Vrujinam ante?
Vrijinam means wicked. means like having a bad
Okay.
how do you
Habit.
say meaning harm, like somebody who does not think in a good way. They have wickedness.
Okay.
That is Vrijinam. Brahmi means speech. Brahma's wife also is called Brahmi, which also means speech. Gatihi means motion. Siddhihi, you know, like a state, right? Like moksha. And Mushtihi means like a fist. Mushtihi. And then Nari means woman. And then Vrijinam is wicked. Vari is bottle. Okay. Then the third one. Udaharanam drishtva riktasthanani purayata. Vyasaha. So whatever is in the brackets is the karma padam. So we have to put that in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Vyasaha katham likati. So katha, akaranta strilinga shabda. So it becomes katham. Second one. Who said the Vrijinam? Pramila Bhagini. Anantaram, Rajendran Mahodaya. The second sentence. Etaha.
Etaha gurum pranamanti.
Etaha gurum pranamanti. Next one also you tell. Acharyaha.
Acharyaha sishyam parishkaroti.
Parishkaroti means to prepare. The guru prepared the student. Okay. Anantaram. Rajendran Mahodaya. Sorry. Vishwanath Mahodaya. Pita.
एक मिनट 1 minute. पिता मंदमतिः बोधयति. पिता मंदमतिं बोधयति.
Mandamatim bodhayati. Mandamatihi means dullard, means who is not very sharp in the brain. Bodhayati. Next sentence also. Mitram.
Mitram sugunam.
Sadgunaha.
Sadgunam vadati.
Mitram sadgunam vadati. Mitram is an apumsakalinga shabda. So the friend spoke the good qualities. Okay. Uttamam. Anantaram punaha bhavana bhagini. Janaha.
Janaha rusihi pujayanti.
Rishihi va rishi.
Rushihi. Bahuvachan. Janaha bahuvachan. So Rushihi ka.
Rishayaha is given. What will it become in Dvitiya Vibhakti?
Rusihi.
It is Pumlinga Shabda, like Harihi. Rishihi is like Harihi. So, what will it become in Bahuvachana Dvitiya Vibhakti?
Rusihi.
Turn your page back and look at the Munihi Shabda. On page number 99, Munihi is given. Munim, Muni, Munin.
So Harin.
Harin. So Rishin. Okay, Rishihi is Ikaranta Pumlinga Shabda. If it were Strilinga Shabda, then what you said is correct. If it is like Matihi, I think even in Ikaranta, if it is Strilinga, then it would have become Rishihi, but it is Pumlinga Shabda. So Rishin. Okay, Janaha Pujayanti. Janaha Kan Pujayanti, Rishin Pujayanti. The people worship the Rishis. Next sentence also. Balakaha.
Matram pruchanti.
Mataram. Matram na. Mataram.
Mataram pruchanti.
The kids asked the mother. Senapatihi. Anantaram Pramila Bhagini. Senapatihi.
Senapatihi vyudan rachayati.
Vyuha is given in my book. In your book, it is Vyuha or Vyudha?
Kshamyata Bhagini. Vyuha only. Vyuha. Vyuhan rachayati. Plural.
Senapatihi Vyuhan Rachayati. Very good. He composed the Vyuhas. Means in what array the army should stand, from which side they should attack, all that Vyuha he has written. Okay. Anantaram. Rajendran Mahodaya. Shuraha.
शूराः जयः प्राप्नुवन्ति एतत् अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गवत् भवति इति कारणात् शूराः जयं प्राप्नुवन्ति
शूराः जयं प्राप्नुवन्ति अनन्तरं
कौरवाः लक्षागृहं निर्मान्ति लक्षागृहं फलम् इव नपुंसकलिङ्गं भवति इति कारणात् द्वितीया विभक्त्यामपि लक्षागृहम् एव भवति कौरवाः लक्षागृहं निर्मान्ति
Kauravaha lakshagriham nirmanti. So lakshagriham napumsakalinga shabdam, so it will remain the same. Uttamam. So lakshagriham is a kind of, laksha is a kind of plant basically. So they built that house made out of that plant. Kauravas. Okay. Anantaram. Koshtakam drishtva vakyani likhata. Tvam katham likhasi. Okay. So tvam. So tvam katham likhasi is in ekavachana. This we need to write in dvivachana and bahuvachana.
Laksha griham. Laksha is the resin made out of a plant.
Yes.
That house is made of that resin.
Yes.
Am I correct, madam?
Yes, yes, correct.
Oh, thank you.
So would you like to try this sentence? Tvam katham likhasi. In dvivachanam?
Yuvam kavite kasi.
Vishwanath Mahodaya?
No, it is difficult for me, madam.
Okay. So when we are asked to write in dvivachana, only the subject and the kriya will change. The object will remain the same. Okay. So yuvam. So tvam yuvam yuyam. In the madhyama purusha, tvam will become yuvam in dvivachana and yuyam in bahuvachana. So tvam yuvam yuyam. Tvam likhasi. Yuvam likhatha. Yuyam, sorry, yuvam
Likhataha.
Yuvam likhataha. Yuyam likhatha. So yuvam likhatha. And katham likhataha. Yuvam katham likhataha. Yuyam katham likhatha. That will be the dvivachana and bahuvachana vakyani. And then aham. Aham likhami. Aham katham likhami. Aham. Now in dvivachana, the same will become avam katham likhavah. Vayam katham likhamaha. Here, whenever we are changing a sentence from ekavachana to dvivachana or bahuvachana, if it is a kartari prayoga, only the kartripadam and the kriyapadam will change. The object will not change. Normally, if generalized, if we are asked, if we are given a sentence and we are asked to change it into dvivachana, we have to change only the subject and the kriyapadam. If they specifically mention anything, about the object also, then we have to change the object. But otherwise, normally, only the subject and the kriyapadam will be changed. So that is the thing.
Excuse me, Bhagini. Kavite napusakalingam va? Kavim? Kavim, kavite.
So kavite is definitely, no, I think it is strilinga shabda. Kavita. Kavita, kavite, kavitaha. It is akaranta strilinga shabda. Okay, let me just because kavitam doesn't make sense. So Kavita only. Kavita will be Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. Okay. Dvivachana, it will become Kavite. In Bahuvachana, it will become Kavitaha. So here, particularly, they have given us instructions like Yuvam Kavite Likhataha and Yuyam Samacharaha Likhatha. They have given us different objects also, which are matching with the Vachana. Like I said here, if such specially or explicitly the object is given, then we can use that object. But otherwise, if a sentence is given in Kartari Prayoga, and if you are asked to change the Vachana of that sentence, then only we have to follow only the subject and the Kriyapadam. If the sentence is given in Bahuvachana and if you are asked to put it in Ekavachana, you have to change the tense of only the subject and the Kriyapadam. Normally not the object unless it is explicitly asked. Okay. Rajendran Mahodaya, you have a question? Okay. So here we have Yuvam Kavite Likhataha. What will this sentence be in Ekavachana?
Tvam Kavita Likasi.
Kavite only. Like I said, don't change the object.
Acha.
Okay, only the Karta and the Kriya. So, Tvam Kavite Likhasi. In Bahuvachana, what will it become?
Bahuvachanam Yuyam Kavite Likatha.
Correct. Yuyam Kavite Likhatha means you all write 2 poems. Okay. Yuvam Kavite Likhatha. You both write 2 poems. Tvam Kavite Likhasi. You write 2 poems. Okay, like that. Yuyam Samacharaha Likhatha. This is in Bahuvachanam. What will this be in Ekavachanam? Bhavana Bhagini? Yuyam Samacharaha Likhatha. What will that become in Ekavachanam? Bhavana Bhagini asti va?
Asti ma'am. Tvam samacharaha likhasi.
In Dvivachanam?
Yuvam samacharaha likhatha.
Now here Samacharaha is in Bahuvachanam, right?
Yes.
Which Shabda it is? Akaranta Pumlinga or Akaranta Strilinga?
Akarant Pullinga.
So what will it become in Dvitiya Vibhakti?
Samacharam.
Bahuvachane.
Bahuvachane. Samacharaha. Ramaha Ramo Ramaha.
In Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Oh, Samacharan.
See, that is the object of the sentence, right? So you have to put it in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So Samacharan it will become. Now tell again the sentence in Ekavachana.
Tvam Samacharan likhasi.
In Dvivachana?
Yuyam Samacharan likhatha.
Yuyam na, Yuvam.
Yuvam Samacharan likhatha.
Likhatha. And then Yuyam Samacharan Likhatha. Okay. Aham Geete Likhami. Okay. The next one. Aham Geete Likhami. Geete means here 2 Geetams are there. 2 songs. Aham Geete Likhami. What will this become in Dvivachana?
Geeta.
Pramila Bhagini.
Oh, sorry.
Bhagini. Dvivachanam Avam Geete Likavaha.
Bahuvachane?
Likavaha. Vayam Geete Likhamaha.
Uttamam. Uttamam.
Dhanyawad.
The next one that is given is Avam Patrani Likhavah. Vishwanath Mahodaya, would you like to try now?
I am
Did
not
you understand?
No, no. Let them continue.
Okay. Bhavana Bhagini, Avam Patrani Likhavah. What will it become in Ekavachana? Bhavana Bhagini.
Aham patram likhamah.
Aham.
Likama.
Likhami.
Ah.
Aham likhami.
Aham patram likhami.
Patram don't change into Ekavachana. Patrani is given, leave it as Patrani only.
Okay. Aham patrani likhami.
Hmm.
Vayam patrani likhavah.
Likhamaha. You said
Madhyam
Vayam.
puri.
You said Vayam. If you say Vayam, Likhamaha only.
Okay. Avam patrani likhavah. Vayam patrani likhamah.
Correct. Okay, don't get confused. You have to, the Kriya Padam always follows the Kartrupadam. So, Kartrupadam Ekavachane asti chet, Kriya Padam also Ekavachana, and so on. Okay. Rajendran Mahodaya, you are there?
आं भगिनि अन्तर्जाले समस्या आसीत् इति कारणात् गत्वा आगतवान्
Vayam Kadambari Likhamaha. What will that become in Ekavachana?
अहं कादम्बरीं लिखामि
Dvivachane?
आवां कादम्बर्यौ तदपि परिवर्तनं करणीयं वा
No.
कादम्बरी
Kadambari.
आवां कादम्बरीं लिखावः वयं कादम्बरीं लिखामः
Uttama. Okay. Then the next exercise, fifth one, page number 101. Koshtake vidyamananam shabdanam dvitiya vibhakti rupaihi riktasthanani purayata. Okay, so using the words given in the box, we have to fill the blanks. And since these will be the karma padani, we have to put them in dvitiya vibhakti. Devaha palayati. Devaha kan palayati? Bhaktan palayati. Bhaktaha. Okay, bahuvachana. Akaranta bahuvachana. So in dvitiya vibhakti, bhaktan. Saratihi dash nibadhnati. Mahodaya? Saratihi kau nibadhnati.
अश्वौ
Ashvau eva. Ashvau will be Ashvau only in dvitiya vibhakti also. Like Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha, Ramam, Ramau. Ramau is the same. So Ashvau. Saratihi Ashvau nibadhnati. Munayaha, Bhavana Bhagini, Munayaha.
Siddhim vindanti.
Siddhim. Siddhim vindanti.
Dhritarashtraha yuddhavartam shrunoti.
Dhritarashtraha yuddhavartam shrunoti. Varta akaranta strilinga shabda. Siddhi. Ikaranta, you can take it as strilinga or pumlinga also. Vindanti means to obtain. So the munis have obtained siddhi. Dhritarashtra listens to the yuddha varta. Uttama. Pramila Bhagini, Vayam.
Vayam Bhagavad Geetam Patamaha. Veda Vadarataha. Pushpita Vani Pravadanti.
Pushpita Vanim Pravadanti. So Veda Vadarataha means who discuss on Vedas. Okay, people who do charcha on Vedas. So they are called Vedavadarataha. What do they discuss? Pravadanti. Okay, Pushpita Vanim. That could be some kind of grantha. So they are talking about or doing the charcha about Pushpita Vani. Okay. Next, Arjunaha, Rajendran Mahodaya.
Arjunaga dash basate prajnavadaha एतत् अकार्यान्त पुल्लिंग बहुवचने अस्ति तस्य द्वितीया विभक्ति भवति रामाः रामान् तदैव प्रज्ञावादान् अर्जुनः प्राज्ञावादान् भाषते
अनन्तरं कः नेक्स्ट वन आल्सो
भगिनि कः गुजवग सन्ति इति अस्ति ऋकारान्त बहुवचनमस्ति कः गुरून् हन्ति
गुरून् उकारान्त पुंलिङ्ग शब्दः सो गुरुः शब्द विल बिकम गुरुं गुरु गुरून् so Arjuna kaha gurun hanti who killed the gurus, that is the meaning. Hanti means to kill. Though here it appears, Hanti appears like Bahuvachana, it is Ekavachana only. Don't mistake the Nakaranta there as Bahuvachana form. It is still in Ekavachana only. Asura Janaha dash na jananti. Okay, again, Bhavana Bhagini.
Asura Janaha pravrittim na jananti.
Pravrittim na jananti. Pravritti means like behavior. So Asura Janaha means the Rakshasaha, they don't know how to behave. They don't know proper behavior. Anantaram Jnani.
Jnani sastravidhim na utsrujati.
Utsrujati means to leave, to abandon or to leave. What do they not leave? Jnani means a wise person, a knowledgeable person. Na utsrujati, he does not leave. What does he not leave? Shastra vidhim. The Shastra, whatever vidhis are told to us by the Shastras, he will never leave that. Okay. Anantaram Pramila Bhagini, Sarve.
Sarve Vijayam Kankshanti.
Vijayam Kankshanti. Everybody will want Vijayam. Sthita Prajnaha.
Sthita Prajnaha Indriyanim Samharati.
Anim kimartham Napumsakalinga Shabdaha Kalu. Bahuvachane api tatha eva. Indriyani eva. Sthita Prajnaha Indriyani Samharati. It is a Napumsakalinga Shabda, so it will remain the same in Dvitiya Vibhakti also. Okay?
Okay.
So the Sthita Prajnaha will Samharati, will overcome or will destroy Indriyas. Okay, Indriyani Samharati, will win over the Indriyas. Here we can say, based on the context, will win over the Indriyas. Okay, Anantaram, Rajendran Mahodaya, Krishnaha.
Krishnaga Arjunasya dash mohayati prajna akaranta strilingaga Sita Sitam. Krishnaga Arjunasya prajnam mohayati. Madhavaga Pandavascha dash pradat madhuhu sankau akaranta पुल्लिंग द्विवचनं भवति तदपि द्वितीया विभक्त्याम् अपि द्विवचने एव भवति तदैव भवति शङ्कौ इति कारणात् माधवः पाण्डवश्च शङ्कौ प्रदत् मधुः
उत्तमम् माधवः पाण्डवः च शङ्खौ प्रदद्मतुः उत्तमम् सेनापतिः विश्वनाथ महोदय would you like to try the next one सेना आकारान्त स्त्रीलिंग शब्दः एव
सेना
15th sentence
dash vikshate. Senapati, Senapati. No, madam. I'm not able to.
Senapatihi. In the blank, we have to put Sena, the word Sena in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So Sena is Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. What will it become in Dvitiya Vibhakti?
Senam vikshati.
Ante. Senam vikshate. Senapatihi. Senam vikshate. The Senapatihi is looking at the Sena.
Sena.
Next one. Satvikaha.
Satvikaha. Dash yajante. Satvikaha dash yajante.
The word in the 16th blank is Devaha.
Devam.
Devaha is in Bahuvachana. So in Dvitiya Vibhakti, what will it become? Like Ramaha Shabda, Devaha.
Raman.
So?
Devan.
Ante. Satvikaha Devan Yajante. Yajante means performing yagas. So they perform yagas on the devas or for the devas. Satvikaha Devan Yajante. Uttamam. Agnyaha dash upasevante.
Upasevante.
Vishayaha bahuvachane asti.
Vishayan.
Ante. Correct. Agnyaha Vishayan upasevante. Agnyaha means like those who do not have knowledge. Gnyaha means knowledgeable person. Agnyaha means person who does not have knowledge, like a murkhaha. Agnyaha bahuvachanam. Agnyaha Vishayan upasevante. So because they don't have the wisdom, they spend their time on Vishayas, Vishayavanchalam, rather than on the ultimate thing. Upasevante. Uttama. Shankha Ghoshaha dash Vyanunadayati. Prithvi is the word here.
Prithvi. Is it Strilinga?
Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda.
Ikaranta Strilinga Prithvi.
In Dvitiya Vibhakti, what will it become?
Prithvim.
That's all. Prithvim. Shankha Ghoshaha Prithvim Vyanunadayati. Prithvim means the earth. Okay. So the Shankha Ghosha, the sound of the Shankhas, everyone was blowing the conches. That sound, it resounded on the Prithvi. Prithvim Vyanunadayati. Tvam dash Pashya. Kuravaha is the word. Kuravaha is in Bahuvachanam. The Ekavachanam, what could it have been? Guravaha. Does it look like Guravaha?
Guru.
So what will the Ekavachana of Kuravaha be?
Gurum.
Kuru.
Kurum.
In Ekavachana. But we are given in Bahuvachana. So what will it be? Kurun. So Guruhu, Guru, Guravaha in Prathama Vibhakti. In Dvitiya Vibhakti, Gurum, Guru, Gurun. So Kurun. So Tvam Kurun Pashya. Kurun means, Kuruhu means a kind of bird. So Kurun Pashya. Okay. Here we can take it as also like a person from the Kuru Vamsha also can be taken as Kuruhu. So Tvam Kurun Pashya means you look at the Kauravas. In that sense also we can take. Another meaning, there is another meaning for Kuru as a bird also, either way. But here in this context, I think the Kuru Vamshi Kulu is more appropriate.
Kauravas is more appropriate.
Yes. Vayam dash upasmahe.
Harisattam. हरीन् उपास्महे.
एकवचने अस्ति हरिः.
वयं हरिम् उपास्महे. हरिम् उपास्महे.
हरीं न हरिम्. Even if that one matra difference is there, meanings will change. Sometimes meanings will change, sometimes meanings won't change, but it will become apashabda. So we have to be careful with the matras. So vayam harim upasmahe, we worship upon Hari. Pitravrataha dash yanti. Pitaraha is given.
Pitrun.
Correct. Pitrun. Means fathers. Pitravrataha pitrun yanti. Pitravrataha means people who worship their fathers. Okay. They will yanti means to like follow, to worship upon. Several meanings are there. Pitaram, pitrun, pitaraha is in bahuvachana. So dvitiya vibhakti bahuvachana will become pitrun. So pitravrataha pitrun yanti. Duryodhanaha dash darshayati. Chamuh means ukaranta strilinga shabda. This is which means army. Ukaranta strilinga shabda, and it means army. Chamuh.
Duryodhana. Chamun.
Chamum. Ekavachane asti. This is in ekavachana only. So simply makaranta will come. Chamun. You are pronouncing nakaram. It is makaram only. Chamum.
Makaranta.
Makaram. So Duryodhanaha chamum darshayati. He showed the army. Duryodhana showed the army. Darshayati means to show. Pashyati is to see. Darshayati is to show. So Duryodhanaha chamum darshayati. He showed the army. He shows the army. Okay. Okay. So we shall stop here. Next we will be doing the Sarvanama Shabda, Dvitiya Vibhakti of Sarvanama Shabdas. So since that is again a new topic, let us continue next week, because many people are also not there today. So but practice all these Shabdas for Akaranta, Ikaranta, whatever is given on page number 99. We have Akaranta, Ikaranta, Ukaranta, Rikaranta in Pumlinga Shabda, Akaranta, Ikaranta, Ikaranta in Strilinga Shabda, and Akaranta and Ikaranta in Napumsakalinga Shabda for Dvitiya Vibhakti. So practice all these Shabdas and the forms in these Shabdas in Ekavachana, Dvivachana and Bahuvachana well, so that we can, it will become easy in the next class. Okay. So we shall stop here.
Darshayati seen or shown?
Darshayati is to show.
Okay.
So Duryodhana shows the army. He will show his guru. Look at Pandava's army, look at our army, like that he will be showing, no, in the beginning. So Duryodhanaha chamum darshayati. He shows the army.
Chamum.
Chamum means army. Sena also means army. Anikan also means army. Like that there are several words for army. Okay. So anyone who would like to say the Shanti Mantra?
Begini. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaga, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। धन्यवाद जी। राम राम।
धन्यवादः महोदय। राम राम।
धन्यवादः
सर्वेभ्यः
भगिनी।
धन्यवादः
शुभरात्रिः।
शुभरात्रि।